Donald Trump's journey from a business magnate and television celebrity to the 45th and 47th President of the United States is one of the most remarkable and controversial transformations in modern American history. His rise to power defied political conventions and reshaped the Republican Party, while his polarizing leadership style left an indelible mark on you. Politics. This article examines Trump's business and media background, his stunning 2016 election victory, his tumultuous first term, 2017 to 2021, his continued political relevance after leaving office, and his unexpected political resurgence with his 2024 re-election and return to the White House in 2025. Business empire and media fame. Born on June 14, 1946, in Queens, New York, Donald Trump was the fourth of 5 children of Fred Trump, a successful real estate developer. After attending the Wharton School of Finance at the University of Pennsylvania, Trump joined the family business, the Trump Organization, in 1971. He quickly expanded its focus from middle-class rental housing in Queens and Brooklyn to high-profile real estate ventures in Manhattan. Trump developed a reputation as a bold, media-savvy entrepreneur. He became known for high-risk, high-reward deals, such as the construction of Trump Tower, the renovation of the Commodore Hotel into the Grand Hyatt, and various casino ventures in Atlantic City. His brash style, penchant for branding, and appetite for publicity made him a fixture in tabloids and business media. In the early 2000s, Trump's fame reached new heights with the reality television show The Apprentice, which premiered in 2004. His catchphrase, "You're fired," became a cultural phenomenon, and the show helped cement his image as a decisive and successful businessman in the public eye. While critics questioned the depth of his financial acumen, pointing to multiple bankruptcies and legal controversies, his brand remained resilient. The 2016 election, from long shot to president. When Trump announced his candidacy for the Republican nomination in June 2015, few took him seriously. Political elites, media pundits, and many within his own party dismissed his chances. Yet, Trump tapped into a vein of dissatisfaction among voters disillusioned by globalization, political correctness, and what they saw as an out-of-touch Washington establishment. Trump's campaign embraced nationalism, immigration restrictions, trade protectionism, and a combative anti-elite tone. He famously promised to make America great again, a slogan that resonated deeply with many working-class Americans. His unconventional style, media dominance, and ability to command attention, positive or negative, allowed him to overshadow more traditional Republican candidates. Despite widespread controversy, ranging from inflammatory rhetoric to the release of the Access Hollywood tape, Trump secured the Republican nomination and defeated Democratic nominee Hillary Clinton in November 2016 in one of the most shocking upsets in U.S. political history. He lost the popular vote by nearly 3 million but won the Electoral College, propelled by narrow victories in key swing states such as Michigan, Wisconsin, and Pennsylvania. Presidency, 2017 to 2021. A turbulent first-term. Trump's presidency broke many norms of American governance. He approached the role with the mindset of a CEO rather than a politician, emphasizing direct communication, often via Twitter, loyalty among subordinates, and transactional relationships with allies and adversaries. Key policies and initiatives. 1. Tax reform. One of his administration's signature legislative achievements was the 2017 Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, which significantly reduced corporate tax rates and offered cuts for individuals. Supporters credited it with economic growth pre-pandemic, while critics argued it favored the wealthy. Deregulation. Trump pursued aggressive deregulation across sectors, rolling back environmental rules, financial protections, and labor regulations in an effort to stimulate business growth. Immigration. His administration imposed strict immigration policies, including a controversial travel ban on several Muslim-majority countries, a zero-tolerance policy that led to family separations at the border, and efforts to end the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals (DACA) program. Judiciary. Trump appointed 3 Supreme Court justices, Neil Gorsuch, Brett Kavanaugh, and Amy Coney Barrett, cementing a conservative majority that would influence American law for decades. Foreign policy. He redefined global engagement with an America First approach. He withdrew from the Paris Climate Agreement, the Iran nuclear deal, and the Trans-Pacific Partnership. He engaged in unprecedented summits with North Korea's Kim Jong-un and renegotiated NAFTA as the USMCA. Controversies and impeachments. Trump's presidency was rife with controversy. He was investigated by Special Counsel Robert Mueller over Russian interference in the 2016 election, though the report did not establish a criminal conspiracy. He was impeached twice by the House of Representatives, first in 2019 for abuse of power and obstruction of Congress related to Ukraine, and again in 2021 for incitement of insurrection after the January 6th Capitol riot. He was acquitted by the Senate both times. The administration's handling of the COVID-19 pandemic drew sharp criticism, with detractors citing a delayed response, contradictory messaging, and political interference in public health guidance. However, the administration's Operation Warp Speed played a key role in the rapid development of vaccines. Political influence. After leaving office, 2021 to 2024. After losing the 2020 election to Joe Biden, Trump refused to concede and promoted baseless claims of widespread voter fraud. His rhetoric culminated in the January 6, 2021 insurrection, after which he was impeached for the second time and banned from major social media platforms. Despite this, Trump maintained a strong grip on the Republican Party. He backed candidates in the 2022 midterms, many of whom echoed his election fraud claims. While not all of his endorsements succeeded, Trump's influence in GOP primaries was unmistakable. He launched his own media ventures and social platform, Truth Social, to bypass traditional media. By early 2023, he declared his candidacy for the 2024 election, despite ongoing legal battles, including investigations into classified documents, business practices, and his role in the 2020 election aftermath. Return to power, 2024 election and second term, 2025. In one of the most dramatic political comebacks in American history, Trump won the 2024 presidential election, defeating incumbent Joe Biden. His campaign focused on economic woes, immigration concerns, rising crime, and cultural issues. Trump capitalized on dissatisfaction with Biden's leadership, especially regarding inflation, border security, and foreign policy. The 2024 campaign was deeply divisive, with fears of political violence and democratic erosion. Nevertheless, Trump secured an electoral college victory, with high turnout among his base and gains among working-class minority voters. Early impact of the second term. As Trump returned to the White House in January 2025, he moved quickly to reassert his agenda: border security, renewed efforts to complete and expand the U.S.-Mexico border wall and implement stricter asylum policies, energy and industry, executive orders to promote fossil fuel production and scale back climate regulations, a government reorganization, proposed restructuring of federal agencies to reduce what he calls the deep state influence, including plans to increase political appointees and reduce civil service protections, a foreign policy, a more aggressive posture toward China and renewed skepticism of NATO and global alliances, along with potential withdrawal from climate agreements. Though critics worry about democratic backsliding, his supporters hail his approach as a necessary correction to bureaucratic overreach and a restoration of American strength and sovereignty. Business mindset and political legacy. Trump's approach to leadership, forged in the world of real estate and television, shaped both the style and substance of his presidency. He emphasized branding, media dominance, and disruption of traditional hierarchies. His decision-making process often mirrored that of a corporate executive, focused on loyalty, image, and deal-making rather than consensus or protocol. This mindset contributed to both his appeal and his polarizing effect. Supporters admired his bluntness, decisiveness, and outsider status. Critics saw his actions as autocratic, self-serving, and destabilizing to democratic institutions. Regardless of perspective, Trump transformed the Republican Party into a populist, nationalist movement. He redefined political discourse around identity, patriotism, and grievance. His influence extended beyond policy to the broader cultural and ideological realignment of American politics. Conclusion: Donald Trump's evolution from a flamboyant real estate mogul to a two-time U.S. president is a singular phenomenon in American political history. His 2016 victory disrupted expectations, his presidency challenged norms, and his post-presidency redefined what it means to remain politically powerful out of office. His re-election in 2024 signals not just a personal comeback, but also the endurance of a political movement that continues to reshape American governance and public discourse.